Check, check, check.
Flip it.
Check, check, check. I think that's all right. How's everyone doing today? Ooh, good observation, Clint. I'll have to ask. I might have gotten the logo before they changed it. I'm not sure if I have the updated one. This is what they sent me. But we've been planning this season since before the logo announcement too, so that could be a thing.
Flip it.
Yeah, they must have done another good job because we have another good turnout. 25 entrants. So, so yeah, we're going to probably postpone flip feedback again.
Flip it.
Just to get through all the entries in a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, I think, 25, I believe. So about, we had about 3/4 of the first week. A little drop, but that's to be expected. Not everyone can enter every week, but that's great turnout. Yo, yo, what is up, chat? What up, Experivit? What up, Scarlett? What up, Mikey? What up, Dog? Get this. Kazizen, Dyer, Cutting Corners, Ultra Slick, Vinyl Richie, Senior Positive. How's everyone doing? What up, Dingo? What up, Mikey? What up, Reverse Itch? Make some noise in the chat if you're here. Also, invite some people. Spread the word. Tag me in like an Instagram story or something. That's the easiest to just share. Let people know what we're doing here. Get more votes. Get an audience going. You know.
Flip it. 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 Flip it.
All right, are you guys ready? Make some noise in the chat. Throw some twos up for episode 2. Put your twos in the chat. How is everyone doing? Let's see here. Make sure that we got audio. Kind of. It's a little bit quiet. We'll fix that. Hey, where am I? Where am I? There I am. How is everyone doing today? Are you ready for Flip or Flop Season 8, Episode 2, Scratch Routine Edition? Let's see. We got a bunch of entrants today. We have like 25 or 26 or something like that. Yeah, so we're actually only missing a few people from the first episode. Maybe there's a couple switch ups, there's a couple new entrants this week. I believe Shim wasn't in last week, and he's on the screen right there. But yeah, we're in episode 2 right now. Scratch routine week. Next week we're gonna go the other direction and do a beat juggle week. And then I'm gonna have the schedule out with the rest of the topics. We're gonna get a little bit more left field with it, so it's not the same scratching and beat juggling every single week. But yeah, that's the plan. How's everyone doing? How's everyone else's week? Hope everyone had a good Father's Day. As I said in the countdown, we got a bunch of people entering, so we're going to postpone the flip feedback again, just so we can get through everyone, because it's going to be a long stream regardless, but it's going to be even longer if I do feedback for every flip and every flop. So we're going to do the flops and the judging, and there's going to be obviously a little bit of feedback here and there throughout, but yeah, let's see. Okay. we got Shim up. We're going to get a poll ready. Let's do a little sound check. I think, so Shim's video is a little quiet, I think. It's a lot quiet. So I'm going to have to remember, like, to turn it back down. Try, if you guys can, try to do a little check on the audio recording when you're doing it. Try and get it in the yellows. Not clipping, but loud enough. Yeah, I'm attempting the normalize feature on the on VLC, but it doesn't really work all that good. It seems to turn the loud ones down, but it doesn't really help if your video is super quiet.
As I get down, pay attention.
Yeah.
Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention.
Okay, that's a decent volume, right? That's with the gain max. So, okay. Wish me luck on remembering to turn it back down after this video. Anyways, let's get to it. Flip or flop, scratch routines. Episode 2, we got Shim, the winner of the first ever episode of Flip or Flop, Season 1, Episode 1. He's back. Let's see what he's got for us. Oh, and double Canadian and finalist last year. Let's go, Shim.
Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get down.
What y'all wanna do what y'all wanna do.
Check it out.
Once again, back is the incredible. I'll break it down like it. I'll break it down like it.
Dang, what do you guys think? Flip or flop? Get your votes in the poll. The poll is going right now. What do you guys think? Flip or flop for Mr. Shim? I'm going to turn the volume back down before I hit one of the buttons. So far, the chat on Twitch has 100% 8 flips. YouTube, you can just write flip or flop in the chat. Or go to Twitch. That works too. Flip from YouTube, 10 flips. We're not going to waste time. That's a flip from Mr. Shim. Vintage Shim. Lots of style, lots of flow. Funky faderless cuts. The works. Now we got Mr. Cut Lee, the Brolic Army champion, in the house. And the poll's going. Let's see what he's got for us.
I want y'all motherfuckers to know that it's a night. It's a night. It's a night. It's a night.
Sorry, Cut Lee. you have opened up the flop button for this stream. Yeah, I was kind of waiting for it to go somewhere. For this one, the biggest enemy was, I think, the beat selection was a little too chill, and sort of it sort of felt like the very start of it felt fine. Like it felt like sort of like an intro there. I want y'all to know I represent the realists or whatever, that part. But then I was waiting for, I like that composition, beginning, middle, end, kind of kicking up a few notches as it goes. But as it went, it just kind of felt like it was still in the intro phase. It felt like it's still kind of building, and I didn't get the sort of next step that I was listening for. I think that beat though is a tough one. Not that it's a bad beat, but just I think for making a routine, it seems a little tough. Sometimes it's an uphill battle if you have a beat that's just really like spacey and minimal and stuff. Yeah, it's usually good to try and have something that has a bit of structure and momentum. So that the beat itself sort of goes somewhere, and that can help with the scratch routine as well. Yeah, the cuts themselves were fine. There's I think they're maybe a little chill and on the slow side, but sort of matching the style of the beat. But yeah, I think, in the context of a battle, we want it likely a little bit more aggressive or something. But you can use chill stuff and make it, but I think you have to go extra musical and extra funky to make that work. So yeah, for this week, Cutley, we gotta let you go, but I know you'll be back for Juggle Week next week. Let's see here. Okay, now we got Rakim in the house. Polls rocking. Let's see what Rakim got for us. Kali can scratch too. I think, sometimes it's a different thing converting it into, firstly, a scratch routine. Secondly, a scratch routine that you have to make in like short notice on stuff you've never heard before. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Here we go with Rakim.
What y'all wanna do?
Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get down. A bad boys too cold.
Man, this one, there's some decent stuff in here. I like the two things that I liked was the beat cuts were pretty solid there in the middle, and there's like a little breakdown where Rakim kind of matched the beat with his sample and flow choice a little bit. There's a couple of things that, like, both times that Rakim dropped this first sample here, like a bad boy, I'm too cold or whatever it is, it just sounded a little bit awkward. It didn't really flow. flow super well. Oh, the chat is saying the recording is potentially only the left side for that one.
What y'all wanted?
Yeah, it's only coming through the left side of mine too. I didn't even realize. But that's something to pay attention to as well. But so that kind of bothered me. That first sample kind of sounded awkward. Wasn't really, I don't know if it wasn't beat matched or Rakim was just having problems flowing with it. Both times, the start and when it came back, wasn't quite floppable in itself. But then the end, this end thing. So the idea of using like this chopper thing to do something is cool, but it's like not on beat kind of, or not in sync. I think it sounded too slow, but also just like not quite in the pocket. So it's kind of offbeat. So it, instead of becoming a knockout punch, it was kind of an anti-knockout punch. And yeah, for this week, gotta let Rakim go. Make sure the knockout punch, it brings the routine up a notch. You don't want it to backfire, so watch out for that. Good idea, has potential. Didn't hit this time. Now we have, let me just double check before I dock someone, because this is another, name your files if you can, my friends. Let's see. I don't even know. How can I tell whose video it is? No. Is there, just a second, anyone in the chat knows whose video it is? No? Yes, Jamie Bodger. Good one, Smallness. Yes, is Jamie Bodger's video. So yeah, Jamie, name your files ideally, because it just has your real name. Okay, getting the poll going for Jamie Bodger. Man, we might have a lot of flips or a lot of flops today. I'm excited. This is my kind of flip or flop when I get to flop people. Yeah, just so you guys know, like at the 48 hours, like this is a special edition. You got 48 hours to make a routine, the longest flip or flop ever. But the downside of that is that my expectations are higher. You got twice as much time, so the expectations are twice as high. Let's see what Jamie Bodger's got for us.
Guess the animal sounds. What animal makes this sound? Listen carefully.
Nice. I do like Dingo's tool here, and I like the creativity of trying to make the animal sounds work. It almost sounds like a Avalanche's track or something like that. But is a little bit loose. Let me just backtrack here.
Guess the animal sounds. What animal makes this sound? Listen carefully.
Yeah, so the transforms, try to clean them up and get them a little bit more accentuated, and like basically with transforms, I think it's tough to make them or let me see, how do I say this? So to make your transform sound a little bit better, you want to make sure that the direction of the transform is super clear, like, and try not to make it just like these choppy, like dit, 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 like these really staccato transforms. Like, try to actually beat match the length of the note to the beat properly. This is something that that I hear people do sometimes, is they have these sort of short stuttery transforms, and they sound a little bit less musical when you're just doing like a really short note, even if you're hitting those notes on beat, but you can kind of extend them and make them a little longer. I think my usual suggestion is to try and avoid the finger tappy types of motions, and try to use some good old fashioned wrist movement will help with that. I like the creativity of adapting to a different sample and flipping in a different way. Yeah, again, the transforms, I'm hearing a little bit of change of direction in there, so make sure it's forward or back. So basically, you want 2 forward, 2 backs, or you want 1 forward, 2 back, or 2 forward, 1 back are your typical options. Yeah, same with the choppy finger taps a little bit. I think if you do something that's like, be conscious of the note length, and that will make it a little more musical. That sounded like something I'd hear in my nightmares, but it is funny at least. So I don't know what that was supposed to be. Yeah, and same kind of thing. Like try to just get into making your stabs and transforms and your fader movement flow a little bit and be a little less choppy than they are. And I think avoiding just the tapping, the short taps is going to be one of the steps in the right direction for that. Oh, was it a cow? It sounded like a cow that was being put down. Now we got Mr. Handy Scratch. By the way, shouts to all the people who entered and flopped. I appreciate your entries, and I hope you come back, and I hope that you flip those flops around, because there's plenty of time, and as I've said a few times, there's prizes for people who show improvement and determination and that kind of thing as well. All right, we got Handy Scratch, second place last week. He's in our top 3 currently on the leaderboard. Let's see what he's got this week.
On your mark, get set, go. On your mark, get set, go. Go, 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 go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to make me lose my calm.
Take a step up and get bombed.
Ooh, very nice. Ends right on time, right on exactly 1 minute. What do you guys think? flip or flop while I drop and smash my phone. Get your votes in the poll. Or on YouTube, just write in the chat. Ooh, we got 13 flips. YouTube, we have no one said anything yet. Yes. Oh, there's some volume issues. Yeah, that might be the normalization thing. Keep an ear out. If it keeps doing it, maybe I'll turn it off real quick. But we got a flip from Mr. Handy Scratch. That was solid. Not gonna waste too much time. We're gonna revisit that in the final judging. Now we got previous flip or flop season champion, Mr. Clin, producer and DJ champ. Let's see what he's got for us today. Poll's rocking.
What y'all wanna do?
Check it out.
Pay attention as I get down.
Quick it down. Quick it
There we go. Mr. Clin, what do you guys think? Flip or flop? Yeah, that was a cool change up at the end. The normalization is causing issues. 1 second. I will turn it off. Hopefully it just turns off and I don't have to restart the VLC. There's always technical issues. What do you guys think? What do you guys think on YouTube? We got flip on YouTube. We have 9 flips, 1 flop on Twitch. There we go. Clin is still in. Clin rhymes with in. Now we have another unnamed video. Who do we got this time? If you are out there and you didn't name your video, then reveal yourself. Who could it be? Who could it be? Man, who could it be? I'm trying to... Oh, here we go. It's Ultra Slick. There we go. Oh, it's... Yeah, and you said it in the chat. Okay. Name your videos, please, everyone. So I don't have to look it up every time. Okay, we got a poll going and Ultra Slick trying to get a flip. Let's see what he's got for us. All right, I gotta let go, Mr. Ultra Slick. There's some decent cuts in here. The flow was solid, but this is pretty much the same reason Cutley had to take the flop as well. Is I feel like this beat is definitely an uphill battle for a routine. This might be a good learning time for some people who maybe haven't done a lot of flipper flops or haven't watched so many. But basically, like, what I'm looking for in a scratch routine, as this week is different from just like freestyling and just like scratching. And I want to hear more like composition. I want to hear it go somewhere, tell a story, whatever metaphor you want to use. Beginning, middle, end is always a huge thing to have. And this beat itself sort of doesn't really evolve much. It's chill and is like a cool beat. It doesn't sound bad, so no knock on the producer. But if you are going to use this beat, you've got to do something extra crazy, or you have to really create the composition through your cuts and your beat cuts, and yeah, it's hard work. Not impossible, but I think both Cutley and Ultra Slick were having a little trouble doing that. Yeah. So yeah, and yeah, the upfitter cuts were cool too. I like that. Yeah, cut wise, all good, but sometimes it's the beat selection, but it's not just the beat selection. It's like if you select a beat that is tough to use, it sort of forces you to have to do more and get more complex with what you're doing in order to make it work. So yeah, you can either pick sort of an easier beat and let it do a lot of that work for you, or pick a tougher one, and there's sometimes a risk reward to it. But in this case, it was a risk that didn't quite pay off. But yeah, not really. I don't really have too much bad to say about the cuts themselves. The cuts were sounding good. There's some good flares in there, good beat cut stuff with both faders. I don't think there is a name for that, Dyer, not that I know. But it's just the composition and trying to, build your routine and have it build momentum. Yes. So yeah, good stuff, Ultra Slick. We'll see you in Beat Juggle Week next week, I hope. Because I know you got juggles too. All the jugglers are gonna eat next week. All right. We got Berna. We got the poll going. Let's see what it's got for us.
Bear witness, cause I'm about to flip it. Yeah. Yeah.
Survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. Fittest.
What do you guys think? Berna, flip or flop this week? You gotta bring the gear to the wedding, Ultra Slick. There's no excuses. A wedding isn't an excuse to miss flip or flop. VLC restarts needed. Man. Let's see. I might do it after we get the flips in, the flip or flop phase, because the issue is there's so many people and the playlist isn't gonna save. So it's gonna be going back through a bunch of people that we've done. Ooh. The poll says 50-50 flip and flop. Okay, let's check again.
Bear witness, cause I'm about to flip it. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so good cut variation and the sample changes are good. The one clicks are a little loose. There's a couple, like the one clicks are a little loose. The waves are a little bit choppy.
Survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. Fittest.
The militaries are sounding decent. They're pretty fast, but could have been slightly tighter. Yeah, this one's tough. I think there's a few little loose cuts here and there. I think the sample transitions and stuff were good. This survival of the fittest thing in the middle was a little weird in terms of like the flow of it and stuff. And I think the idea was to kind of go ham on those militaries as kind of the knockout punch. And I think that's a tough thing to have as the absolute climax, but yeah, it was, slightly loose. I think it's good though. I think that, yeah, this is tough because I think like I think this is a solid routine from Berna. This is like the chat said, super close to flip or flop, 50-50. Definitely a level up from last week. Yeah, I think that if it was a little cleaner, and there wasn't there was no like flow issues with the middle survival of the fittest thing. Like basically there's no glaring issues, but there's a lot of like little loose parts throughout this one. I think if those were all tightened up, I think the structure and stuff is enough, even without like a super definitive knockout punch. I think the structure and composition was solid, but yeah, just cleaning up slightly. I think maybe the beat was not quite in the comfort zone for Berna, but yeah. There we go. So yeah, good stuff from Berna, but gotta try again next week. Ooh, now we have is this your first time, Dyer? Have you done flip or flop before? I know you've meant to, but I can't remember if you actually got in. Potential first timer, Dyer. Let's see what he's got for us.
Shadows fall when the beat come through. Backseats full with a solemn crew.
What do you guys think? Flip or flop for Dyer? Dyer has entered once before. Get in the poll, flip or flop? If you're on YouTube, write in the chat. Dyer fire. Senior Positive says flip as scratching, flop as routine. Yeah. Dope cuts prefer less awe though. Are you guys reading my mind right now? Are you guys reading my mind? This is what's going to happen for this one. It's a flip and delete. I think it was solid, and there's at least two samples, and the cuts were top notch. Like there's a couple sampled transitions at least, but I will say, like the reason it's a auto delete, it's definitely not going to be top 3. So I'm just we're moving on, but it's not quite a flop. Like it's close. It's close to a flop on the routine aspect of it, the composition. So that's the biggest thing. Dyer is like, as was said a couple times in the chat, like no matter how good your cuts are, if you're just using the awe sample, it's not very creative, right? So get a little bit more creative. Try to mix it up with sample selection. Use more samples. You can use a bit of awe maybe. Having some composition, like a beginning, middle, end, would be good. Yeah, like this one definitely. If the final awe sample went somewhere else and kind of kicked it up a notch with a different sample and a different idea, different style, then this would have been, it could have been a top 3 contender. Because technically and scratch wise, is really solid. The 2 clicks were really solid. Yeah, so it's hard to completely. If the only, and here's the thing, it was so close in multiple ways. If the finale went somewhere else and said back to the awe sample, then it could be a top 3 contender. But if you didn't do that sample switch and you did awe the whole time, I would have flopped it. So like you kind of just like switched it up when the beat switched a couple times, just enough for me to flip it, but is like very, very on the cusp. So yeah, try to think about and consider composition, and sample selection and creativity a little bit. And yeah. Oh, you meant to hit a different cue pad for the last sample. Well, that's the beauty of video. You can do another take and get the one you wanted. It could have, maybe that was the decision that made or break. Would make or break the top 3. Anyways, we got Fritz Pepper up, and let's see what he's got for us.
Give me the pinnacle when I rip it, I'ma kill him in this. Give it to me, give it to me. Give me the pinnacle when I rip it, I'ma kill him in this.
There we go. Whoa. What do you guys think? Oh man, it's skipping all around. What do you guys think for Mr. Fritz Pepper? We got yeah, the drumming idea was cool. Yeah, I thought that's sweet. He definitely he tried something like that last week, but I said it didn't quite connect. But this one was a lot stronger. Yeah, that one was a lot better implementation of the same idea. So hopefully the feedback last week helped. Yeah. Thanks for the follow, Nate Masterflash, and 1,500% flips. Easy. Yeah, that's an easy flip. All right, let's keep it going. We got GFX back this week. Let's see what he's got for us.
What y'all wanna do?
Pay attention as I get down.
What y'all wanna do?
Pay attention.
What y'all want? What y'all want? Want it? What y'all want? What y'all want? Want it? What y'all want it to do? What y'all want it to do?
Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get. Pay attention as I get down.
I'll break it down, like it down.
What do you guys think? Flip or flop for GFX? Get your votes in. Invite some more people to come watch. We almost at 50. We're at 40. We're at 49 people. Checking out the stream. Just on that's just on Twitch too. What's on YouTube? YouTube's at 20. We're at almost 70 people. Flip or flop for GFX? What's YouTube say? YouTube gives it 1 flip. We got 5 flips and 9 flops. Okay, let's see.
What y'all wanna do?
Pay attention as I get down.
What y'all wanna do?
Pay attention.
What y'all want? Want it? What y'all want? Want it? What y'all want? Want it? What y'all want it to do? What y'all want it to do?
So that's good. This little pause here, I would try to make this kind of thing flow. Like, even though I think, okay, this is something that's a little subtle, but when you're making a scratch routine and like you're using cue points and stuff, I think sometimes people will get sort of too too married to the idea of like maybe having their samples at 12 o'clock or something. So there's this sort of like practical thing that happens where you like put your record at 12 and you recue the next sample so it's in the right place or something. But musically, like when you're doing that, you kind of pause and wait a little bit. I don't know if that's exactly the reason that is happening here, but sometimes, like basically, there's some like kind of silence without any cutting, and it's a little bit of a awkward pause, not like a musical one. And I find that happens a lot when people are trying to set up their cue points. Like basically, you you end up setting up your cue points at the expense of musicality. So yeah, watch out for that. Firstly. And then the second thing is, a way to combat that is just like, keep cutting one sample and then just hit the cue point and cut the next sample. Don't worry about if your sticker lines up necessarily. You can figure it out. You don't, it's definitely nice and comfortable to have everything line up, but you don't necessarily need it. Watch out for the little pullbacks after the releases. I like this idea for sure with the beat cuts. Make sure that these are nice and tight though. Again, I'm hearing little pullbacks on some of the stabs. Even though it's the up fader, still no excuse, clean it up. Nice. I like that section though. That's a good little breakdown.
Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get. Pay attention as I get down.
I'll break it down, I get down.
Yeah, and then bringing it back to the pay attention little hook is cool. Yeah, I'd say doing hooks and repeating a section is always something I'm a little, I always warn, because it's sort of, it almost can be a sort of an anti-knockout punch again, where if you're repeating what you did at the intro, it sort of is like a beginning, middle, beginning sort of structure, sort of, it sort of robs your routine of having that like big finale. So I think there's a little bit of that in here. And also the middle was a lot of sample. So I think trying to get a little bit more creative with the sample selection. You can use a bit of sample, but if you have like sort of, if you think of your scratch solo there as like your start of your scratch solo, the crossfader upfader breakdown, and then the post breakdown, like you sort of have 3 sections of a scratch solo. Those could be 3 different samples. So yeah, this one's close, but a lot of little things that I think could be tightened up to make it a solid routine. But GFX has some good ideas compositionally, and the cuts are solid with a couple things to be fixed. But unfortunately, it's a floppy day today, so yeah, close, but can't let it through. But yeah, hopefully some of that feedback is useful, and you can come back and flip that flop around. But yeah, that's a quite close one. That one and Burna were 2 of the closer ones today. Now, next up, we got Jinx, flipper flop veteran. He upgraded his camera this season. It looks nice, the shot. There we go. What do you guys think? Flip or flop for Jinx? Get your votes in. Yeah, that's an interesting little phaser filter kind of breakdown thing. That's cool though. That's the type of thing that and from GFX's video before, like with the upfaders, those are two good examples of adding sort of like some structure and composition and different like sections to your routine, so it doesn't just sound like the same thing over and over. You know, those are a couple methods of doing it. 100% flips on Twitch and 3 flips on YouTube. "100% flips." Jinx stays in. Now we have J Rar coming at us with the 2 different turntables. One of the greatest turntables ever, that Stanton one. Not the Techniques one. That one's okay, but the Stanton one, go. Okay, let's see what J Rar's got for us.
Shadows fall when the beat come through. Back seats full with a solid. Pay attention. As I get down. Pay attention as I get down.
Ooh, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Flip or flop? Nice. I agree, Handy Scratch. Yeah. Those are 2 good ones. I would also, I put the Reloop RP8000 MK2s up there too. For the features and everything, and you know, they're same internals as the stand, but those are definitely goated turntables. 100% flips, and we got a couple flips on YouTube, 3 flips on YouTube. J Rar, first time entry too, and J Rar is sticking with us for a little bit more voting. Next up, we have Mr. Cutting Corners, Canadian DMC finalist, and let's see what he has for us for Scratch Routine Week. Cutting Corners, let's go.
Shadows fall when the beat come through. Back seats full with a silent crew.
Where's the fucking bass?
There we go. Cutting Corners. What do you guys think? Flip or flop. Get your votes in the poll. If you're on YouTube, oh, we got a flip on YouTube. We got 6 flips on Twitch. Keep the votes coming. It's all good, Boogie Bear. There's next time. We got 2 more flips on YouTube. We got 11 flips on Twitch. Yeah, I think that's a solid routine. Had some good different sections in it. Good sample selection. Solid all around. We're staying in. All right, next up. Ooh. We have another. This is not a first time flipper flopper, but it's been a bit. We have the Canadian DMC champion, Mr. Lowend, has entered the battle. A new challenger has arrived. Let's see what Lowend has for us.
I want y'all motherfuckers to know, but Dilly, yo.
Don't stop. 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 Don't stop.
Oh shit.
There, what do you guys think? Yeah, that one, the VLC was really suffering. Okay, after the flipper flop phase, yeah, you have to restart VLC, but there's this is a little learning experience. We'll fix it after the flipper flop phase, but there's too many videos and the playlist will not, the order will be all messed up when it's restarted. So we'll narrow it down to the flips, then restart, and in the flip phase, we'll have the audio back to how it should be. Yeah, right now, VLC is trying to even the volume, and it's making it way worse for some reason. We had 26 entries, or 25 or something. Yeah, we had a bunch. 100% flips. We ain't gonna waste no more time. The Canadian champ is still in. Now, we have Mr. Ray... Oh, sorry, the Beatmaster. Let's see what he's got for us.
I love this game. You have to think I am the best guy out there. You have to think. You have to think.
Bear witness.
I love this game.
There we go. What do you guys think? Flip or flop? VLC is not picking up my mic. No. It doesn't. It only plays the videos. Get your votes in. YouTube, what do you think? Yeah, no, VLC's normalization is just bad. We'll fix it after. So far, we got 5 flips, 7 flops, a YouTube flop. It's close again.
I love this game. You have to think I am the best guy out there. You have to think. You have to think.
Bear witness.
Yeah. So I'd say, okay, there's some decently clean cuts here, and and good sample changes too. There's a little intro. I like that. I'd like maybe a little bit more technicality. There's some, I think, yeah, there's a lot of sort of like foundation cuts here, which is good, but I think going a little spicier than just the Joe Coolies and the stabs could spice things up a little bit in this section. Yeah. I like the sort of idea of what's going on with this horn thing. The transforms are a little bit loose.
I love this game.
And a little faderless at the end. Yeah, this one's close. I think. Yeah, I like the sample selection, the transitions in it. I think the cuts could be a little tighter in some spots, and maybe just a little spicier. I think, yeah, a little. I think, trying to. You can do just like some, Joe Coolies or stabs and chirps, but maybe some faster ones. Switch up the flow a little bit. Get a little bit more in depth with the cuts, because I think that's the part that's kind of missing for me. Like the samples, the sample selection arrangement is pretty solid, but yeah, I'd like to hear the samples flipped maybe a little bit stronger. Man. It's tough though. The composition was pretty solid. It's tough because there's usually when I flop something, I want some like very clear, tangible like mistakes or something, but there wasn't really any major mistakes in there. But I had to think too long about it. So if it's that close, then I gotta let it go. And also, I think some weeks this would be closer to a flip, but I've been flopping a lot of people so far. I can't go back now. This has been a little. I've been a little harsher today. But yeah, good stuff, Ray. I think I'd like to see some more. Like I'd like to, get a little bit more in depth with it. You have some good ideas though. I think maybe too, like elaborating on like some of the more creative parts, like the horn part, I think could have been, maybe pushed a little further. Both the regular like melodic cuts and the faderless at the end. I think if they were a little bit more in depth and a little less safe, I think that could have pushed it to a flip. What up, Wiki Lizzie in the house? No Wiki Lizzie this week, but good to see Wiki Lizzie in the chat. Good to see you as always. Now we got Lord Damage. Let's see what Lord Damage has for us today.
When the beat come through, backseats full with a silent crew.
What y'all wanna do?
Bad boy, bad boy, boy.
Where's the fucking bass?
Boy, boy, boy,
Mr. Damage, I gotta let you go. The chat's handing out some flops too. I think, okay, I'm gonna go through just to start this.
When the beat come through, backseats full with a silent crew.
What y'all wanna do?
This sounds all good. Great start. The fade was a little off. Trying to make those a little cleaner. This is a little sloppy in this part.
Bad boy, boy, boy.
Where's the fucking bass?
Boy, 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 boy.
A bit of a recovery here. That was cool. Yeah, and then that's where I flopped it. Basically, it got a little bit sloppy there too. So I'd say there's if you could rein it in a little bit, I'd say even, don't be afraid to slow it down or, not go maybe go quite as hard in some of those parts, because it seems like at the start of it, when you're kind of dialed in, it sounded good. And then when you're just doing like the stabs with the boy part, was sounding solid. But then the start of the bad boy and the awe sample where it seemed like speed over cleanliness a little bit. So yeah, there's just a few too many loose parts in that, so I had to let it go. Rein those in, maybe slow it down a little bit, clean it up, whichever you need to do. And I think if you can do the first 10 seconds of cutting, if you can sustain that the whole time, it would be a flip. But yeah, thank you, Damage, for your entry, and hope to see you back. Next up, we have Mr. Top Fuzz, another flipper flop veteran. Just before that, so people are aware, I haven't seen any come in today, but we still have the donation bar. Where is it? This way, sort of. We're shooting for we're shooting for what's it even saying? I didn't even realize. We're shooting for 1,200, like the turntable, by the end of the season. If you like the battle, if you want to, support, there's a link that just got posted by Nightbot in the chat. And yeah, basically, any donations for on this stream for the entirety of the season get split between the DJ and producer champs. So if you want to support, if you're out there just watching and you want to juice it up, spice it up a bit, get people more eager to enter, the bigger the prize pool, the more people will enter and keep entering each week. And yeah, it makes it a bit more hype. But I just realized the bar is going to the pi decimal places or something. What's happening there? Yeah, I can. Here, I'll move that donation bar. But what's the number doing? That's what I'm wondering. What's going on with that? Why is there... Did someone donate a fraction of a decimal? Yeah. Anyways, what up, RK? How are you doing, my man? Okay. Next up, top fuzz. We got flip or flop poll going once again. Yeah, it makes the prize look way bigger at least. You can win 757 billion fractions of a cent. Okay, top fuzz. Let's see what he's got for us.
Anyone who opposes me will be destroyed.
There we go, top fuzz. What do you guys think? Flip or flop? Get your votes in the chat or on the YouTube. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? We have 7 flips. Dingo said a little sloppy. Yeah, the double time was quite fast. Might have been slightly out of the pocket, but 100% flips on the Twitch poll and flip on YouTube. Yeah. Top fuzz stays in. Now we have VJ Retro. Let us see what he has for us.
Cause I'm about to flip it, 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 flip it.
I am the best. I am the best. I am the best God out there.
Mr. VJ, I gotta let you go. But let's see, we'll get you some feedback. I like the sample switching. You're hot on those cue points. Switching it without too much downtime. I like that. Okay, so your stabs or forwards here are a little loose, and it's what I think is causing the main issue is your fader technique. You're sort of releasing the fader completely every time. That's also just sort of like giving up control over the fader, and every time you let go and grab it, that adds a little looseness, and usually it's not, it's going to sound just a little bit sloppier. You're going to hear more pullbacks, and that's what's happening here. You see how, like, you know, when you open the fader, you're just kind of letting go of it completely. Hold the fader the whole time. I like the transition into the first sample.
Flip it, 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 flip it.
That's cool. The tear's nice. The transforms here are a little wild. I would slow them down. Like yeah, in general, like even for me, I probably wouldn't be doing like the type of transform that you're doing here. Like I would never transform that speed, really, not for an extended period of time. This is something that I think is good to point out, but sometimes it's just like using the wrong technique for the job almost. Like right there with the speed that you're transforming, like just constantly, you probably would just do like a 2-click flare or something is a better technique. So the transforms sound like they're a little bit loose, a little bit off, but I also think it's just, slow the transforms down, use them for your like slower, funkier parts, and then, maybe work on some 2-click flares or some flares to get the faster stuff.
I am the best. I am the best. I am the best.
Yeah, and then some of the releases on this sample, try to clean those up. It's a little bit tough breaking down vocal samples, but I think sometimes instead of doing dead pauses between, like doing little pullbacks and keeping the record so it's not having to stop and pick up every time, can clean those up. But yeah, there's a little bit of feedback. I hope to see you back again, Mr. Retro, and yeah, keep leveling up them cuts. Now we got, I believe, yes, Sid. We have Sid up next. We'll get the poll rocking. I'm not sure how many more people we have left. Feels like we're getting somewhere at least. Okay, Sid. Let's see what he's got for us. So, Mr. Sid, okay, I'm going to let you go here because one of the main things is because the one sample, we're like almost 40 seconds into the routine, only heard one scratch sample so far. So one of the main ideas when you're making routines, sample selection, using multiple samples, trying to create more of a structure to the routine is very important. And then the cuts were fairly clean, but there's a little bit of repetition, a little bit too much repetition. One thing was the upfader thing, like you brought it in again. So yeah, there's 2 upfader sections that were kind of the same thing. Yeah, and then you've got, this is like a bit of a crutch scratch that you're doing a lot, is the ditra. So the transform back into the crab forward. You've done it 4 times already. Switching up with the upfader is cool. Make sure that you clean up those upfader stabs, no pullbacks. Yeah, and the transform back, crab forward, it sounds fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but try to get some more variety. Mix it up a little bit more. Use it for one section, but then Like I think it's a good habit to try to sort of like use a scratch for maybe like 5 or 10 seconds in a routine and then never do it again. Like don't come back to it. Make sure that you're not repeating yourself. So yeah, clean up the updater stabs, get some more variety in there and more samples. That's the biggest thing, or different samples. Like compose, arrange something. Don't just freestyle like one sample the whole time. For freestyle week, that'd be cool, but we don't have a freestyle week. We only have scratch routine week for this flipper flop. And now we have Hubcap, who was very close. He was like a top 5 last week in Anything Goes. Let's see what he's got for us for scratch routine week.
Shadows fall when the beat come through. Backseats full with a silent crew.
What y'all wanna do? What y'all wanna do?
A bad boy. Pay attention as I get down.
Once again, back is the incredible.
Nice. What do you guys think? Flipper flop from Mr. Hubcap. Get your votes in the poll and on YouTube, right in the chat. Nice, Cabin Katie. That's what we're here for. Trying to give feedback. You know, it's all about improvement. This isn't the Olympics exactly, but you know, we're trying to you know, help everyone level up and improve, and you know, we're all here for the love of the art form. Yeah, arcade. No, it's the VLC normalize feature that is messing with the audio. We're gonna fix it after the flipper flop phase. When I know exactly how many videos to keep in. We got 4 flips, 6 flops. Let me bring it back.
Shadows fall when the beat come through. Backseats full with a silent crew.
What y'all wanna do? What y'all wanna do?
A bad boy. Pay attention as I get down.
Yeah, the start of it was a little slow. That's the only thing I'd say. Maybe, you know, I think after the first sample, maybe getting into some more technical, more juicy stuff would be good. It's a little bit, starts a little simple. It's clean and everything though.
Once again.
Yeah, and this sort of this stab pattern, like this kind of stab pattern seems like a bit of a crutch. I think we've heard it maybe 3 times so far.
Once again, back is the incredible.
Yeah, switched it up, brought it back with the crab and the solo at the end. Yeah. This one's super close again. This one's super close. Because I think it was clean, structure wise it was good. Could have been a little spicier with some of the cuts, a little bit less repetitive with that stat pattern. Yeah, I think the end of it definitely saved it a little bit, switching it the style and flow and sort of adding a different technique. So the good thing was that it ended on a stronger note. It did have a little bit of that build in it, even though it wasn't, it's not the craziest knockout punch to like doing just like a sort of regular cut section, but it doesn't always have to be the craziest knockout punch. It's good structure wise to make sure that things are building, even if you don't have something that's really outside the box. Yeah. And with that said, though, I think something that I'd like to see is getting a little bit more outside the box with maybe a creative idea. Like Scratch, this is something that is hard to explain, but we haven't had too many today or I don't think any that have done this, but you can still make a Scratch routine with like some wild, weird ideas without, and it's still scratching, even though it's not just like, cutting a sample over a beat like in a conventional way. Chris Cuts had some really good ones last season that were examples of that. So that's what I'd like to see. This one's really close. Yeah, it's really close. And I think, okay, for hubcap, I'm going to do... a flip and delete. I think it's really close. I think the ending brought it back. It had like a beginning, middle, end. Yeah, I think it just started a little bit too slow. It could be a little spicier and slightly less repetitive. And yeah, let's get a little less safe with it, a little bit more ambitious. And I think it could be more solid. Yeah. So Dyer and Hubcap both got the flip and delete. Very, very on the cusp, but yeah, it's hard to flop when there's when there's not clear mistakes or clear things, like offbeat or sloppy or anything like that. But yeah, close one, but not quite a flop today. We got Nomel next. Let's see what he's got for us. Yes, there's some interesting stuff. I like this. There's some of this last week with Nomel, but Nomel's routing like effect return through the fourth channel or something like that in the mixer, doing something interesting. The chat gave it a couple flips, but yeah, I'm gonna let it go, but we'll give some feedback. Yeah, there's 64 and 68. They're both four channel rain mixers. This is, yeah, I think someone says it's 68 for this one. Yeah, so right off the bat, I think there's a little bit too much of the ready sample. We're ready at this point. Yeah, kind of going in a little bit too much on that sample. I like the effect cutting in. That's a cool little like addition to stuff. I like what you got there. Yeah, cuts could be slightly cleaner maybe too. Yeah, and I gave it to the sample switch here to see what's happening. Yeah, and then basically the when it got to the second sample, it was kind of the same idea as the first, same cut patterns and the same echo upfader thing. So that's why I end up giving a flop. I want to see if it developed at all. But yeah, if you do have an idea like this echo effect or something, or a certain scratch pattern, I just said this for someone else's routine, but try not to just repeat it. Try not to rehash it. Try to do it in one section of your routine and then leave it there and then have a new idea for the next section, that kind of thing. I think the cuts weren't bad. Like, they're repetitive a little bit, so maybe try to distinguish your cuts from one thing to the next. Yes, try to a trick that I try to do when making a routine is pick a certain style of scratching, a certain pattern, and stick it to a sample. So your first sample is transforms, and your second one is chirps, and your third one is flares or whatever, that can help you kind of distinguish your cuts from one section to another, so it doesn't sound like sort of too repetitive and too much of the same. Yeah, that's what I would say for this. But I like the effects. Cool idea there. Yeah, let's see what you got for us. Just let it play. No, there is no letting it play. There's no, if you get flopped if you got flopped midway, the video is done. Maybe the sickest thing of the whole video is at the very end, but that's the risk we take with the flop button. It's not very it's kind of harsh, but that's how it be. But hopefully we'll see you next week, and hopefully we'll get to the end of the next routine. Next up, we got Mr. Za in the house. The poll is rocking. Let's see if Za is rocking.
I can feel it in my chest.
This looks like a job for me.
There we go. What do you guys think? Flip or flop for Mr. Za? Nice. Yeah, upfader cuts are good. So it's good to mix them in. Yeah, you should the fader curve doesn't really matter for upfader cut, or like you can practice even if it's full fade, you can get clean transforms and stuff. If you go back and watch the old DMCs, you see people like Clever doing crazy upfader cuts on old Techniques mixers and stuff. So yeah, it just takes practice, and it takes a bit of adjustment when you're cutting on the upfaders compared to regular. Get your votes in. We got 4 flips, 4 flops. What's YouTube say? We got 1 flip on YouTube. So we have 5 flips, 4 flops.
I can feel it in my chest.
Okay, so I think So okay, Zaw's got some good flow here. I like the little up fader thing that's going. There's a little ready intro. My my issue with this routine a little bit is that this one is this is almost like a rare mistake. Most people go the opposite way, but he's using, I think, too many samples, and sort of it's like a little bit of a ADHD routine where he's already went through like 6 samples in 18 seconds. And I think I would prefer to sort of focus on the best parts and elaborate on them. Like I think the up fader, like extend that section a little bit longer. Just pick the best samples rather than using every sample. Like I like this part. 2 clicks, send this. Yeah, I like bringing it back with the "why don't you" thing. I know this is in the scratch tool, so props to whoever made the scratch sense. It sounds like a pretty solid, like just the fact that Zaw's just kind of ripping through this whole sentence without using cues or anything is a testament to. Let's give a little props to whoever made this sample. Where's Zaw used Sunny Breaks scratch tool. There we go. Yeah, Sunny had a good tool. You can tell just like if you can just scratch through it like that, that's usually a good sign of how it's been produced and lined up.
This looks like a job for me.
Yeah. I just saw that. Yeah, so I think that's the main thing. Like kind of too many samples, so it really makes the structure a little bit. It's hard to like. There is kind of a beginning, middle, and end, but there's like, there's just so many sections in it. There's too many sections. So picking the best ones, rather than going with the kitchen sink of every sample and stuff. Like I think, just picking like maybe 5, 6 of the best samples, and the kind of matching them to the right places. Like the why don't you break part kind of stood out to me, and the up fader sections. So yeah, this one's close. Oops. There, flip and delete for Zaw. So yeah, I think it was I think the cuts were solid and the flow was solid, and there's some good moments in it, but I think it was just like a little bit too much. That compositionally, it's like I said, this is rare. Usually, the bigger, more common issue that people have, like compositionally, is like not doing enough, like, or just using one sample the whole time, right? We've already seen that today. Like I've flopped a few people and flipped and deleted people who use like 1 or 2 samples, and we're just sort of dwelling on it for too long. And that's usually, I'd say that's worse. That's a worse issue. It's better to have a little bit too much. It's always good to have a little more than a little less, I think, with routines. But this one was definitely like, I think there was like, I think, okay, to put it in perspective, I think of all the scratch routines I've ever made, I think I've the most samples I've used is probably like 7. And I think Zaw had like over double that in a 1-minute routine. So there's a lot of the pace was very quick, but lots of good stuff in there. I think that's the main takeaway and the main thing that can be like it's a flip, but I think can go even further with a little bit more structure. All right, now we got Mr. Sweet Tea with the side panels on his table, so they're never falling off of there. Let's see what Sweet T's got for us.
Check it out.
Yes, there is some audio sync. It's not. It is on my end too. I don't know how to. It could be the video that's submitted. I could verify, but yeah, there's some audio sync with it. But let's check it out. Okay, so one of the main things even here is your punctuation while you're scratching. Da 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 ba 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 ba. So you're releasing the sample a little bit too frequently. It makes it sound a little bit repetitive. So first adjustment, keep your hand on the record, and every time you want to go and release it, do like a low pitch or like a high pitch. You know, like do it like different pitches. Use your pitch control, and that will make it sound more musical, less repetitive.
Check it out.
Yeah. The transforms could be a little cleaner. I think the crabs are sounding pretty good, but the transforms are sounding slightly weaker. So make sure that you should be practicing your transforms more than your crabs. So I'd say, yeah, maybe putting a little bit more focus on the transforms. They're getting a little bit of a similar thing to what I said with, oh man, I forget who I said, but the tapping, like really like, just like a lot of those little like sort of sharp tappy transforms. I think use your wrists and try and get it like flowing a little bit more. 2 forward, 2 back, 1 forward, 2 back, 2 forward, 1 backs. Yeah, get them. Make the transforms can be slower and longer, not just really short, sharp ones. Making sure that you're getting the direction very clear. But yeah, those would be good. And then maybe a little bit more variety. For now, maybe, transform, stabs, crabs would be good. More stabs could be something to work in. But yeah, that's what I'd say. And yeah, the big one, I'd say the thing that can make the most difference in the shortest amount of time, glue your hand to the record, use your pitch control. Don't release the sample unless you really want to, or it's like the end of a sequence and that's like the punctuation of it. But other than that, try and use your record control and pitching. But yeah, good stuff, Mr. Sweet Tea. Now we got another veteran who got in like the top 5 or 6 or something, made it far last week. Gary. That's right. Gorilla Glue your hand to the record. I don't take any responsibility for any negative side effects, but I do take responsibility for the positive side effects of your flow and pitching. So definitely do it. Let's see what Gary's got for us.
When the beat come through, backseats full with a silent crew.
Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get down.
Where's the fucking bass?
Once again, back is the incredible. Once again, back is the incredible.
There we go. Once again, back is the incredible Gary. What do you guys think? Flip or flop? No, Gary's doing the L style. One turntable sideways. Gary upgraded his camera. Looks like his setup looks kind of nice here. It looks very artsy. Small Miss said flip that. You don't got to tell me twice. Why are we wasting our time with a poll? Come on. That was a flip. Good stuff from Gary, as always. Let's 100% in the poll. Come on. That's going to the final judging round, which is coming up, I think, next. That's it. Then I've got to go through and take out all the flops and then restart the VLC with the audio fix. Okay. Let's see what Kamikaze has for us. 3rd place last week. Let's see if he can get some more points on the board.
Shadows fall when the beat come through. Backseats full with a silent crew.
What do you guys think? Flip or flop for Kamikaze? Let's see. And YouTube, I'm going to read YouTube again. 50-50 flips and flops. The chat is split. Let's rewatch.
Shadows fall when the beat come through. Backseats full with a silent crew.
Okay, I'm gonna be extra picky, for Kamikaze, because Kamikaze is. I'm not sure of Kamikaze's plans, but I feel like Kamikaze should be going for some, DMC titles and stuff, and he's on the cusp, because I've seen a few of his routines and he's got some very good stuff. So I'm going to be extra picky. I'm going to give him feedback based on taking it to the next level for, maybe world final stuff.
Backseats full with a silent crew.
Okay, those cuts in there sound a little bit loose. To me, like when I hear like even double time, like fast cuts like that, I want to be able to know exactly like what technique and have it be accentuated. So to me, even though it's like fast and the clicks are on beat, it's like it sounds a little bit too like random. It sounds a little bit too wild with the record hand movement. So I think it's supposed to be like Autobahns or something, but really try and make them clean and more accentuated and more clear what technique's going on. Those ones sounded good. The baby 3 click there, that one was solid. That's what I want to hear. The waves are fast, but not. I don't hear. I don't hear clean 4 notes. I want to hear those nice and clean. Again, the clicks on the way forward here, da 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 da, doesn't sound 100% clean to me. I want those to be a little bit tighter. And yeah, it's, you know, you want to make sure it's like if you're rapping really fast, but and like it's on beat and everything, but you can't quite hear what the words are saying exactly. That's what it is. The details are missing a little bit. The flow and the punctuations there are nice though. Yeah, that whole section was nice. I like the variety and the switching up with the fader clutch and the flow switch. The slower stuff sounded cleaner there. I like that. I hear this part not clean enough. It sounds it's fast, but it sounds a little bit loose, a little bit sloppy. Yeah. There's some really good cuts in there, but I think so this is Kamikaze's feedback is if you can clean up those parts that I'm saying that are a little bit sloppy, they're like when I hear them, they're like 80% there. The speed is there, the energy is there, the pitching is there, but they're not 100% clean. And it's those little details that, you know, if you're at World Finals and stuff or something, you're battling in like DMC or the wild card or whatever, you're going to be against people who are nailing all of those sections. So yeah, either like the two things to do are clean up the loose parts or take them out and just only do the parts that you can hit cleanly every time. So yeah. Yeah, and the other thing overall, okay, there's a lot of this first sample, this white noise sample. I'd say again, a classic feedback for me is, you know, structure and have more samples. The one good thing was that when the beat switched, he switched the style of scratching and did this whole. So sometimes you can sort of create composition and structure in how you do your cuts rather than just your sample selection. So there's a little bit of redeeming value. And then he went into the double time cuts and kind of, you know, flipped it at the end. So this one is another, even though the feedback was very detailed and maybe harsh. That is a flip and delete for Kamikaze. So 1 second here. So who else did I flip and delete? Zaw got flip and delete. Dire got flip and delete. And Kamikaze got a flip and delete. And Hubcap, right? Those ones are. I'm doing this the points as we go this time, so it'll be a little bit easier. So okay, now Shim is still in. Cutley was flopped, right? We're gonna weed it down now. This was Jamie Bodger was a flop. And then Alter Slick. The no name files always get me. Alter Slick was let go. Berna, we let go. Fritz was in. GFX, we let go. There. Jinx is in. J Row's in. Cutting Corner's in. Low End's in. The Beatmaster We let go. Damage. We let go. VJ Retro. We let go. And No Mel and Sweet Tea. No Mel, Sweet Tea, and Sid. We let go. So let me just get those on the spreadsheet. No Mel, Sid, and Sweet Tea. Oh, Rakim and Cutley, yeah, they're let go. Okay, so now we're at, oh yeah, Rakim. I skipped over him. Rakim's there. So, Shim, Handy Scratch, Clan, Fritz Pepper, Jinx, J-Rar, Cutting Corners, Low End, Top Fuzz, Gary, okay, you know what? I'm going to do, yeah, we got a lot of flips still. I've been too nice. But let me see here. Oh man, no. Okay, you know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to, wait, can I save this playlist or something? Yes, I can save playlist. There. We're gonna take a 30-second, 1 minute. I'm gonna go to the washroom. I'm gonna restart VLC with the better audio, and then we'll be right back to it. Here's the flip sound. Okay, now VLC restart. Hopefully the audio is all good.
On your mark, get set, go.
Okay. Wow. Oh, weird. Oh, no. Okay. I thought that it didn't save the playlist. It did, but it doubled all the videos for some reason. But we still good. Okay. Now we are back to it. The sound should not go up and down anymore. And we're going to get into it. I'm going to do one pass here just to refresh.
I get down.
What y'all wanna do what y'all wanna do.
Check it out.
Actually, you know what? Let's play them all back to back. Just listen them all in solid audio, and then we're gonna get it down to a top 5.
Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get down.
What y'all wanna do what y'all wanna do.
Check it out.
Once again, back is the incredible. I'll break it down like it. I'll break it down like it.
There's Shim,
On your
Handy Scratch,
go, 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 go. Fun to make me lose my calm.
Take a step up and get bumped.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, Handy Scratch. Now we got Clin.
What y'all wanna do.
Check it out.
Nice. The waves are starting to sound good. Or the whips.
Pay attention as I get down.
There's Clin. Beat Master. We have no female turntablists have entered this season, but we have had ones in the past. And the first battle I ever ran on Twitch is called the Battle of Noob Supremacy. But Lati Peak from France won, and she then went on to become the France DMC Supremacy champion. So we have a few. You know, they're rare. I would love to see more, but not so far this season. Fritz Pepper up next.
Oh, yeah.
Give me the pinnacle when I rip it, I'ma kill him in this. Give it to me, give it to me.
Fritz Pepper. Now we have Jinx. There we go. Jinx. J-Rar.
When the beat come through, backseats full with a solid. Pay attention. As I get down. Pay attention as I get down.
Very nice. Cutting corners.
When the beat come through, backseats full with a silent crew.
Where's the fucking bass?
That's Mr. Cutting Corners. Now we got Low End, Canadian champ.
I want y'all motherfuckers to know, but the dilly, yo.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Oh shit.
That's Low End. I did turn off normalization. I don't know. Is that just the recordings of some people? What's going on? I don't know. Is there another setting that I'm missing? Yeah, I did turn off the normalization. We got 2 more left. Maybe I'll restart it one more time after this.
Anyone who opposes me will be destroyed.
That was Top Buzz. Now we got Gary.
When the beat come through, backseats full with a silent crew.
Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get down.
Where's the fucking bass?
Once again, back is the incredible. Once again, back is the incredible.
And there's Gary. Was it only? Yeah. Oh, there's Low End in the chat. Was Low End? Did you compress your audio or anything? Because that I think that's the only one that's sounding like that, right? Right, chat. But yeah, you're still in it. You're still in it, Low End. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 people. We have to whittle it down. Oh man, this one's really tough. This one's really tough. Vinyl Richie is voting for cutting corners, I think. Okay, interesting. 1 second. Here. I'm gonna do one thing here. I'm gonna go the audio settings. Where is it? I'm gonna go turn on and off the normalization. I'm going to go back to the settings. I'm going to turn that off again. And then here, we're just going to grab the old VLC one. Oh, just a second. Oh, maybe that's what happened. Let me see. Maybe I didn't fully quit VLC. Sometimes that's the trick. And then if I get our handy dandy playlist. Okay. Let's check low ends one more time as a test.
I want y'all motherfuckers to know, but the dilly, yo.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
Okay, it's the dirty normalization. Okay. All right. So, okay, let me see here. Who do you guys think? Okay, cutting corners. We'll play this one more time.
Stratus when the beat come through, backseats full with a silent crew.
Where's the fucking bass?
Oh, it's the guy with the Z2. My bad. I thought it was cutting corners with the pitching you said. Okay. Oh, it would be Shim. Okay. Man. Okay. This is real tough. I think I got to start whittling away though. I think so. These are all the flips. These are all the clean flips. We even had some flips and deletes, but still.
On your mark, get set, go.
Okay, I'm gonna J-Rar. I'm gonna let you go. Cutting corners. Gonna let you go. Jinx. Gonna let you go. And this is where it gets extra tough. So basically, okay, basically I'm got to be sort of blunt with it, and I think those three had sort of the least like the knockout punches weren't quite there, and there was like they're slightly more straightforward scratch routines than some of these. I think pretty much all of these have, you know, something that kind of sticks out in my memory. You know, we got the Shim's Faderless stuff, Handy Scratch's Double Time Breakdown, Clint's slow beat slow down thing at the end, the drum scratching from Fritz, Low End's up fader vocal cuts, Top Fuzz had that long sample with the up fader cuts, and then Gary had the sample that he was doing the faderless stuff throughout at the end. So, you know, just to put in perspective, like how I think of this, especially when I'm trying to navigate a bunch of videos, is I'm trying to think of these moments that stick out, you know, and, you know, Cutting Corners had the up fader, pitch fader thing, I think could have been developed a little bit further. And I think Jinx had the phaser thing that also could have been developed further. So even though like cut wise, everyone was kind of like, there's a big mixture of stuff. I think, you know, routine wise, there's a little bit of a difference here. So now, let me see. I have to, okay. Let's, yeah, there is a lot of different routines.
What y'all wanna do?
Check it out.
Pay attention as I get down.
Well, Cutting Corners just, you know, try and pay attention. That was, the video just said that, and now stuck in my head. Try and pay attention as he gets down. No, try and pay attention to like the knockout punches or the ending sequences of some of these as a reference, you know, like Clint's right now, like he drops the beat by 20% or something like that as like a breakdown, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I break it down. Yeah, this was solid. I like the ending idea. I think it could have been like a little bit cleaner, and maybe could have been a little bit more climactic to have this final breakdown part. Fritz, I remember.
I want y'all motherfuckers to know, but the dilly, yo. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Yeah, I like the upfader cuts, these ones and the first ones. Those ones are nice too. Yeah. Yeah, just this one is another one where there wasn't like a super like obvious like game-changing knockout punch, but I think it had like a nice build towards the end. Even the solo cuts started to get sharper, and then with the crossfader in there, and then switching like the whole last section he's doing, a bunch of different upfader crossfader techniques. Maybe could use some more samples in there. I think there's basically the Don't Stop and the other solo sample.
Anyone who
Top Fuzz.
who opposes me will be destroyed.
Yeah, cuts are sounding sharp. I feel like this tempo is maybe a little bit fast. They're slightly not in the pocket. And a nice, some sort of sample transition before this instead of the pause would have been cool. This part was cool. It didn't need to happen twice though. Yeah, I think just ending it like that part was cool. That little crossfader upfader thing. Ending the first one with that and then moving on to the next section would have been solid, like a knockout punch right here. Yeah. Yeah, slightly anticlimactic ending after the, the kind of cool long sample idea and then some normal cuts at the end. Gary's, I remember this.
On your mark, get set.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay. So Clin and Top Fuzz, I'm gonna let you guys go. Basically for the reasons I said. We gotta be picky. We got so many people, so many flips. This is a tough season. So I think for those, there's like the remaining ones sort of have these moments that just stick out in my head a little bit more, and I think we're maybe just connected a little harder. So now, okay, we're gonna do a poll to pick our winners. One thing before we do that though, we have one more sponsor for this stream for Flip or Flop, and it is me. Just one last. If anybody once again, the Beat Juggle Bootcamp. It started last week, but the next one is tomorrow, and there's still like one day basically if you want to enter and level up your beat juggling in the bootcamp. I'll send you all the videos and tools and everything, and you can get everything and submit your homework and all that good stuff. Still 4 weeks left of the bootcamp, so just want to put that out there one last time. And yeah, it might be good with Beat Juggle Week coming next week, get in the boot camp tomorrow and learn everything you need to do to get Flip for Beat Juggle Week. No guarantees though. But now we're gonna do who is not top 3. And we're going to go Clin, Handy, Scratch. We've got 5 people left here. What? Just a second.
On your mark, get set.
Oh, Fritz Pepper. Low End and Mr. S. Gary. We're gonna rewatch them and get our votes in. I'm gonna start the poll after Shim or after. Oh, I said put Clint. I meant Shim. We're gonna start it after Shim's to give enough people or give enough time to vote. But let's check it out. So let's rewatch all 5 of them.
Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get down.
What y'all wanna do what y'all wanna do.
Check it out.
Once again, back is the incredible. I'll break it down like it. I'll break it down like it.
There's Shim. Poll's going.
On your mark, get set, go, 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 go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to make me lose my calm.
Take a step up and get bomb, bomb.
Oh yeah.
That's Handy Scratch. Now Fritz Pepper.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Give me the pinnacle when I rip it, I'ma kill him in this. Give it to me, give it to me. Give me the pinnacle when I rip it, I'ma kill him.
There's Fritz.
I want y'all motherfuckers to know, but the dilly, yo.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
That was Low End. And also make sure you're voting who's not in the top 3. You're voting someone out. This is Gary. If you didn't do that, then write in the chat what you meant to do.
Shadows fall when the beat come through. Backseats full with a silent crew.
Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I I get down.
Where's the fucking bass?
Once again, back is the incredible. Once again, back is the incredible.
And that was Mr. S. Gary. So vote for who you think should not be in the top 3. Who needs to take a hike? Because we need to get down from 5 to 3. You have about 30 seconds to vote. If you're on YouTube, just write in the chat who's your 5th place, basically. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one. Dang. So the poll is saying Fritz Pepper is... They're saying Fritz Pepper is out in 5th. Do I agree? Pollo's saying second dude out, so he's saying Handy Scratch. Voting out Handy Scratch. Oh, so Fritz Fritz was not meant to be voted for one of the times. So he voted Fritz to win. Got it. Okay. This one's really tough. This one's really tough. Oh, man. Okay. I think to narrow it down slightly, because yeah, it's really tough. Everyone took different angles and stuff. Oh man. Yeah, this is really tough. So I think because there's an emphasis on creativity and, you know, the routinification of things. Yeah, it's really tough because it's not just, yeah, that's right. First one is sign up. Next one is sign up for the Beat Juggle Bootcamp. They win. No, it's tough because I think the strongest scratching and the strongest scratch routine making are not always in line. I think this week too, it's extra tough because I'd say like some of the most technical scratchers are they don't have the clear most interesting routine ideas, and the more interesting routine ideas are not clearly the most technical scratching. So that makes it even harder to judge and weigh. Yeah. Yeah, what do you guys think? Who are your top 3? We got to vote for Shim, Low End, Gary. And then we have Fritz, Shim, and Handy Scratch, not Handy Tracks. That's the Vestax portable turntable. If anyone else wants to put their stuff in there, we got a couple of votes for Fritz being first. Even though he lost the poll. This is the thing with chat. You can never trust the chat. That's why I can't go off you guys, because the what people say and the chat poll are opposite. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Producers, you're not allowed to say anything because your points are going on here. Okay, I'll make it slightly easier. I think it's really tough, but I think the dude with the bed in the background, was that J-Roar or who had the bed in the background? I can't go backwards. I can't do who wins and then that's very anticlimactic. Let's put in the knockout punch at the start of the routine, at the start of the judging results. Why am I a ghost right now too? What's going on? I've got to fix everything for next week. Okay. Low end, I'm going to let low end go, even though the cuts were very high level and some of the best cuts in flow. I just think the the routine, he did a lot with 2 samples, but I think that going with some of the other routines, there's a little bit more substance, a little bit more meat on the bone of their routines. So, yeah. There we go. And let me see. Yeah, the upfader patterns were really nice.
On your mark, get set, go, 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 go.
What y'all wanna do, what y'all wanna do.
Check it out.
Shadows fall when the beat come through. Back.
Get down. Pay attention as I get down.
Oh, yeah.
On your mark.
Oh man. Sorry, just refreshing everyone's. This one's really tough. Okay. I'm gonna make another poll. Who's the scratch routine champ? And we got Shim, we got Gary, we got Fritz Pepper. And another one that I'm gonna let go Handy Scratch this week, this one's really tough because I think Handy Scratch is the most technical and had some of the sharpest cuts. But I agree. There's another person in the chat mentioned it wasn't as routinified. I'd like a little bit more in terms of maybe trying to make some distinct sections, some breakdowns, some beat cuts, some drumming. Anything to make it so that it's not it just when I kind of think of the overall structure of it, it was like clean technical shredding scratching, then more clean technical shredding scratching, and more it's like they're kind of similar, even though I know you are doing different flows and different mixing it up and stuff, but just the ideas are too similar, like from one section to the next kind of thing. So trying to get a little bit more differentiation in there, Shim's got some faderless stuff and he's doing a bunch of different weird cuts, and that Fritz had the drumming and the cue point pitch thing, and Gary with his whole faderless outro section with the multi samples. Those are the types of things that I think set a routine apart when it's when there's so many routines and so many ideas and stuff. So yeah, still on the leaderboard, but and still guaranteed to be top 3 after this week. But Handy Scratch just outside of the top 3 this week. Who do you guys think is the champ? Let's watch him again.
Check it out.
There's Shim, Gary, or Mr. S.
Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get down.
Where's the fucking bass?
Once again, back is the incredible. Once again, back is the incredible.
That's Gary, Mr. S.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Give me the pinnacle when I rip it, I'ma kill him in this. Give it to me, give it to me. Give me the pinnacle when I rip it, I'ma kill him.
Got Fritz and yeah. So there's all 3. Yeah, this is so tough. So like just some sort of observations. I'd say Fritz I think was the most creative, but he also had like a little bit of looseness. It was probably slightly like the least clean of the top 3, but he was taking more risks. So, like he didn't quite nail the end vocal cuts there, and there's a couple parts that were like a little loose. Let me see. I just want to rewatch part of Shim's here.
Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get down. What y'all wanna do? What y'all wanna do?
Check it out.
Once again, back is the incredible. Break it down, break it down, break it down, break it.
Yeah, Shim had like a lot of cool like little sections in here, and his patented faderless stuff at the end. I'd say I'd say technically, um, Shim's was the least technical, um, but it was really clean and flow, and it's not all about technique. And it wasn't like it was not. It wasn't like it wasn't technical. It's like the faderless stuff. It is, but it wasn't as um, like there wasn't the hardcore technique of Fritz or Gary, not quite as much.
Shadows fall when the beat come through. Backseats full with a silent crew.
Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get down. Pay attention as I get down.
Where's the fucking bass?
Once again, back is the incredible. Once again, back is the incredible.
I like this little faderless breakdown. I also like how it says once again and then it goes back into it. I don't know if that was intentional wordplay, but and he didn't do the exact same patterns every time. Like even though he repeated the idea, it like felt like it evolved, and that was definitely the strongest part of his routine. Yeah, like a little looseness in there, but the flow, he's matching his flow to the beat, which is nice. It kind of sounds like he's fitting the vibe of the beat. Yeah, I like this part a lot. This is really cool. And even though that's like kind of random and weird, I kind of like that little thing too. Yeah, the couple misclicks here and there, but the flow is good and the punctuation and stuff is nice too.
Give me the pinnacle when I rip it, I'ma kill him in this. Give it to me, give it to me. Give me the pinnacle when I rip it, I'ma kill him.
Yeah, and he slightly loses it at the end, so that's why. Yeah, I was saying like, it's not like super sloppy or anything, but I'd say like there's a couple like mistakes, a couple tiny mistakes, whereas I don't think the others have any mistakes really. Yeah, so it's very, again, a style clash. This is going to be a tough season if we still keep getting this many entries. Yeah, because everyone's taking different approaches, and it's very tough to decide. This is a particularly tough top three because, like I said, there's like I'd say Fritz is the most creative, and then Gary probably had the tightest scratching overall, and then Shim was like he's probably the cleanest, and like the sort of flow and funkiness of it was solid. Kevin didn't enter. Kevin's, I don't know, he's trying to risk not making it to playoffs. He's resting now that he won the first week. But yeah, it's really tough because everybody's got kind of their highlights. Like I'd say, yeah, like I said, and the lowlights, like, Fritz was the loosest, Shim was the least technical, and Gary, I would say was maybe the sort of the most straightforward, the safest. I feel like Shim and Fritz were a bit more outside the box. Yeah. It's tough because there's like nobody just ticked all the boxes, you know. Okay, but we gotta make a decision, right? So the poll said most people in the poll voted for Fritz. But who'd they put second and third? I'm just catching up on all the YouTube chat as well. Just a second. I'm just sorting. I'm running through all the routines in my head. You guys are giving me a headache trying to pick the top 3, the winners. Oh, this one's really close. Yeah, there was another poll that said who's the champ on Q. Yeah, okay. I think I got it. So I think basically just thinking about highlights and highlights and knockout punches and technique, balancing it all. I think very slight edge in third place is Shim. I'm gonna put Shim in third. I feel like is very close, but I like Gary's knockout punch, and I like Fritz's drum scratch breakdown, and the vocal cuts, the start of the vocal cuts, and I think they're both slightly more technical too. So it was sort of I've seen the Shim's Faderless stuff. I know he crushes that, but I think this one, it wasn't as quite as standout as the other two things. I liked Gary's composition of his final knockout punch. And then with that said, the winner of Scratch Routine Week is Fritz Pepper. I'm going with Fritz, even though it wasn't as clean. It wasn't quite as clean, but it's like so close that, like, in my head I was like, okay, if this was a perfectly clean take, it would be like easily. I think like it'd be a fairly clear decision for me. The looseness like made it closer. And I think basically, I think Gary's very end of it edged like the end of Fritz's. But there's something about the overall flow and composition, and even on first watch, that drum scratch, like weird cue breakdown and stuff, that really stood out to me. I think that was like there's something very unique and original, and the creativity kind of outweighed it just enough to make up. And when I watched it, when I was rewatching it, I was trying to think of if the mistakes were like glaring enough that I think it puts it down to second. But I think that is close enough. They weren't like stuff that's offbeat or anything. It's the odd misclick and the vocal sample not being dropped completely on beat at the end. But yeah, there's a lot of cool, just unique creative stuff in Fritz's. So Fritz Pepper. That was Fritz's second flipper flop too. That I think last week was his first ever time entering. So yeah. Yeah. But I think I just felt like the drum scratch thing too just fit the routine. It just I don't know, it just like hit the beat and everything. Just it sounded like it worked. It was meant to be. Oh wow. Look at that. Senior positive is cleaning up. Fritz used so here's the producer points for this for just the top 3. Fritz just got senior double points. And Mr. S. Gary got Clee? Oh, Cutley. He just put Clee. Cutley got double points. And then Shim got Cutley and Sunny Breaks. Cutley actually has a lot of producer points on the board this week, it looks like. Because he's got some random other flips. Senior Positive has a couple more with Handy Scratch as well. But yeah, good stuff. Super good week. Super tough. Beat juggle week. Producers, all you need is a single beat this week. No scratch tool necessary. I know that a lot of you guys will be thrilled about that. And yeah, so it's beat juggle only week coming up this Saturday. Get ready for that. Everything's back on schedule. Everything will be producer deadline Saturday at noon. Beats posted Saturday at 5 p.m. and 24-hour deadline. Sunday will be the stream again. So, yeah. I hope to see all you guys then. And let's see here. There's nobody streaming to raid. Nobody that I know. Let's see. First person with turntables gets raided. Yeah, okay. We got... Yeah, here we go. We're going to raid out to Cut 'em Close. Yeah, congrats to the top 3. Nice. Yeah, I did say that, Top Fuzz. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, Fritz is obviously skilled and obviously creative, and I guess that's another thing too. Is that he tried that drum scratch thing last week, and I said like has potential, but didn't quite hit. Then maybe he listened to the feedback. I don't know, and he came back and like took that idea, but pushed it a lot further, and that's probably what clinched him the W this week. Is that cool little idea? Not to mention, his cuts are nice, great flow and everything as well. But yeah, super good stuff. That was a fun one. We'll get some feedback for the other flips next Monday. We'll do all the flips for both episodes on that, I think. Yeah, that's probably the easiest way to do it, because I know that people want flips or flip feedback as well. Yeah, and what else? Beat Juggle Bootcamp tomorrow. Just in case anybody wants to squeeze in, I will send you the stuff right away. There's the link. Jump in the raid, and we will catch you guys for Beat Juggle week next Sunday.